Yuki and John's Patreon.
All right, I think we're recording, Yuki.
Yes,
Well,
we're back.
so I showed you something a moment ago, and we weren't going to do this topic, but then you asked me a question. And so I showed you a gorilla joke book, right? It's the gorilla joke book, and it's the tagline for this book is "You'll go banana over these," right? And it's by this man named Phil Hirsch. I found this in a antique store that while me and Liz were on vacation, and it's from the year 1976. And the guy who ran the antique store said that this was his book when he was a little kid.
50 years ago.
50 years ago, it's gorilla jokes. And there's a on the cover, there's a couple of gorillas fighting over a banana. Look, they're really angry with each other.
What's funny about the gorilla? I don't get it.
Well, now that's the question that you asked me, which convinced me that maybe this is the first episode we should start with today in our recording session. Because if you don't know what's funny about gorillas, we're about to fucking find out what's funny about gorillas.
Okay.
Because I'm going to read you some of these. I'm going to read you some of these jokes, and we're going to analyze them together. Okay?
Okay.
So this is the Gorilla Joke Book by Phil Hirsch from 1976. And the opening lines are, here is a correction. A correction? I can't read. I can't speak. What the fuck? Here is a collection of gorilla jokes that mean monkey business, and monkey is in parentheses. It will jungle your nerves, send you out of your tree. Be the first coconut on your block to own it. Don't be a chimp. Remember, you too are a primate. Yuki, we're primates. Did you know that?
No.
Well, we're related to gorillas. Like we are part gorilla.
Well, of course, we human. We came from the chimp, right? Ape.
And so maybe the reason why this might be funniest to us because we're making fun of our cousins, the apes and the gorillas.
So, ape is like a pasta. Then gorilla is like a spaghetti or rigatoni or.
Sure, and then the humans are the linguine, humans are the rigatoni.
Right. Okay. So whole entire species is ape.
No. The primates, and then ape is a subsection of the primates.
Well, gorilla or orangutan, and they belong to ape, right? Basically.
Well, yeah. Then I don't know, Yuki. You probably know more than I do about evolution and the tree of animal life. All I know is that when I look at a gorilla, I say that's what I look like with my shirt off, but I have bigger titties than that. You know, it's like so one time I took my shirt off at a pool and I didn't look too bad. Like I just have a naturally like gorilla like body because I got hair, I got the pecs that are bigger than they should be. I got the belly that's like, you know, it's not a fat belly. Well, it is a fat belly now, but it's like I have abs, but even when I have abs, it still looks like I have a belly because I'm just like an ape shape.
Okay, well, I mean, okay, you're big.
Yeah.
You're like a football player, I mean.
A gorilla football player.
Well, I don't know, but gorilla doesn't mean fat, right? I mean,
no, it's like it's big. Like that's what it means. It's like I've always been, like my frame. Even if I get to the skinniest I could be, I'll still be bulky in a way, unless I fucking go like full, starvation diet and just shrivel down to nothing. But my frame in and of itself is like big. Like my dad, my family, we all are big guys. Like, so even if we're the thinnest we could be, we still have like a frame to us. And that's just our makeup. That's just our physiological makeup. So, and I'm not ashamed of it. I get ashamed when I eat too many pizzas and I start to get the cellulite and the that have you seen my butt cheeks, Yuki? No, you never saw my butt cheeks.
No, I never saw your butt cheeks. No.
Not yeah, I made sure I was gonna walk out naked one time because I thought you were away when we were rooming together in the hotel, and then I realized you were there, and I said, wait, should I? We're friends. I should show him my gorilla frame.
Oh, I don't remember.
No, you wouldn't remember because I kept it secret. I was going to show you my gorilla.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Because if I saw it, I'm sure I will never forget.
That's a gorilla joke, Yuki. You would never fucking forget that fucking gorilla.
Is that the gorilla joke? Okay, well.
You just made up a gorilla joke, Yuki. So yeah, gorillas, they're part of us. You're part of it, and you've seen people. They look like they walk like gorillas. They talk like gorillas. That's like there's just some humans who didn't evolve enough away from the primates, the gorilla species. Like some people, Yuki, I feel like are more like fish. You ever notice like different people are more like different animals?
Fish, I didn't know that. I mean, people describe people as a fish.
Yeah, like different people look like different animals. You don't think so? Like, what kind of animal are you like? Let's see, Yuki.
I like dog.
Yeah, you are like a dog. You're like a fucking dog, Yuki, but like an inquisitive dog who also knows how to tell people to back the fuck up. You bark. I've seen you bark at people.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you don't know how to draw a straight line, motherfucker. I remember you yelling at somebody about a straight...
Well, was I barking to that too?
You were basically like, if you were a dog, you would have basically been like, and then the other guy was like, like whining like a dog. Although he might have been a different animal. Let's see. In my mind, that guy was like, no, he wasn't even like an animal. He was like an inanimate object, that guy. That guy was like a chair, a moving chair.
Well, if he is an animal, what's called sloth? Sloth.
That's a good description because a chair can't walk, but a sloth can move. It can't necessarily walk, but it can get there. Yeah, Yuki, you bark at people. I've seen you bark, but you've also like the opposite side of the barking in a dog, like angry barking, is just, you're very friendly. You're almost like, I'm here to please. Yeah, let's get this done. Woohoo! You're like that too.
Oh.
So you're a dog. I'm a gorilla.
Ah.
Although I have been called a bear sometimes. Some people say that if I was in the gay lifestyle, I would be a bear, not an otter.
Well, since you do music, you're dancing bear.
That's right. I'm a fucking dancing bear, or a dancing monkey. Yuki, you know how they used to have the organ grinder monkeys and
yeah.
I felt like that many times in my life, where some fucking asshole who's making all the money is going dance monkey, and I just got to sit there and maybe they'll throw me a fucking banana chip once in a while, but they'll keep all the gold for themselves.
Right. Oh, I see. Those assholes.
Those fucking scum fucking cocksuck. Those are the snakes, Yuki, if we're talking about who's an animal.
Snake, yes. The snake, yes.
All right, so let's get to some gorilla jokes, Yuki.
Okay.
And I'm just going to read the first one. I'm not even going to go skip around. This is the first one in this gorilla joke book.
See if I get it.
See if you get it. And the thing is, I'll show you, but I'll describe it to the people at home who aren't watching the video. You get the joke at the top in big letters, and then the answer is upside down on the bottom in small letters.
Okay.
So I'll let you try to guess the answer, and then I'll turn it around and read the answer, okay? And there's also a nice picture of a gorilla here. He's in the jungle. Is
the drawing related to this joke?
It might be, Yuki. It might be. Yes, actually, because the gorilla has a machine gun, and it seems that this joke is going to be based in a World War II premise. Okay, so why did both Germany and the U.S. want to hire apes during World War II? Okay, I'll read it again. Why did both Germany and the U.S. want to hire apes during World War II? It's a good answer, Yuki.
Because war is a monkey business.
That's even better than the fucking answer, Yuki. It's all right. So the answer here is because they are excellent at guerrilla warfare. Because they are excellent at guerrilla warfare.
Well, if it's so, he says that should be Vietnamese, Vietcong.
That's true, Yuki. That's true. It should have been. You're right. The premise is wrong. But, well, I mean, I guess maybe there was guerrilla warfare in World War II, but guerrilla warfare, as far as I know, was popularized through the Vietnam War, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because the Viet Cong were good at guerrilla
Right.
warfare.
They're good in jungle. That's why U.S. lost, because we had a better weapons, but we didn't know how to fight in the jungle. Those, tricks and then, bush or hole or, those, I mean, I don't know. It's just.
No, you've already improved the premise of the joke, and you've already improved the punchline of the joke if he was going to keep his World War II premise. So your answer to this joke improves the World War II, where you say, because war is monkey business. That's great. I think that just as good of an answer. But if he wanted to go the guerrilla warfare route, Vietnam.
Vietcong, Vietnam, yeah.
Shit, Yuki. You should have helped Phil Hirsch write this book. What were you doing in 1976? How old were you?
I was in Tokyo working at McDonald's.
You could have been a joke writer, Yuki. Fuck. Okay, here we go. The next one. There's no pictures on this page. Wait, there's multiple. Okay, here we go. What did Mr. Revere say when Paul got on a gorilla to warn the farmers that the British were coming? And you know who Paul Revere is, right?
No, who is that? No, I don't know.
He's the guy who got on the horse when the British were coming to attack America during the Revolutionary War. It's the famous story, Paul Revere. And he gets on the horse and he's running and he starts, the redcoats are coming. The redcoats are coming. It's old Revolutionary War story about Paul Revere.
Oh, okay.
The redcoats are coming. So this joke, again, is what did Mr. Revere say when Paul... Oh, sorry, I read it wrong. I'm a fucking stew nod. Here we go. What did Mrs. Revere, Paul Revere's wife, what did Mrs. Revere say when Paul got on a gorilla to warn the farmers that the British were coming?
Mm-hmm.
This is a good one. It sort of relates to your monkey business answer.
Really?
Yeah.
So who is saying his wife?
The wife. So Paul Revere's wife, right? So the British are coming. They're out there in the water or something. They're coming in, and Paul's like, "Holy shit, the redcoats!" That's what the British would wear. The redcoats. So he's like, "The British are coming. The redcoats are coming. Holy fuck!" And he's with his wife, and his wife. So Paul Revere gets on top of a gorilla to ride into town to tell everybody that the attack is about to happen. And on the way out, Mrs. Revere goes, "Paul." And then she says something to him. What would she say?
Wear a blue coat.
No.
I don't know.
Wear a blue coat. Don't forget your blue coat. It's cold outside. No, she said, Paul, stop monkeying around.
Oh, stop. Well,
but isn't a gorilla not a monkey? I thought a monkey was a chimp.
Gorilla isn't a monkey, no?
It's not, right? I don't know if it's a monkey. And we'll never find out because I'm not looking it up. I just don't know what. I know a chimp is not a monkey, right? He's a chimp.
No, chimp is a chimpanzee. It's a kind of ape. Is a chimpanzee.
Right. But is a gorilla a monkey or is a monkey a monkey?
Monkey is a monkey, kind of a monkey, ape. It's a different kind, I think.
But it's not a gorilla.
No, gorilla is a gorilla. And
Davy Jones is definitely a monkey. You know who Davy Jones is?
A human, right? No,
Do you know who it is?
no. Who's?
You ever heard of the band The Monkees from the 60s, Yuki?
I'm sorry, you know that.
You don't know Hey Hey, we're the Monkees, and people say we're
Oh, the
Monkees.
monkeys. Oh, okay.
Davy
I know the
Jones was one of the members of the Monkees, and he sang "Daydream Believer."
Oh, I saw the. I used to watch the TV show, The Monkeys.
I love that show. I went to recently I went to this really great used media store by me called Mr. Cheapo's. It's been around for many, many years, Mr. Cheapo's. And back in the day it was mostly like CDs and vinyls and stuff, but recently they've really upped their game as far as Blu-rays, DVDs and all that sort of stuff. And I went in there with Liz Shack the other day. We found some good stuff. But I asked the guy, I was like, I'm looking for the Monkees complete DVD set. I know that somebody put it out at one point, and it was really expensive online. They didn't have it. They only had season 2. So one day I got to get the Monkees full set because I used to love that show as a kid. And their music's great. I don't give a fuck what anybody says about the goddamn Monkees. They had some of the best songs. Yeah, yeah. Hey, hey, with a monkey. Fucking Carole King wrote songs for them. But Neil Diamond, they had like some of the best songwriters in the business writing for them. Harry Nilsson, Cuddly Toy. You're not the only cuddly toy who was ever enjoyed by any boy. I mean, fucking, those songs are amazing, Yuki. Anyway, back to the gorilla jokes.
So the monkey, gorilla isn't a monkey, I think. The monkey is a monkey. Gorilla is gorilla.
Chimp is a chimp.
Chimp is a chimp.
Orangutan is an orangutan.
Orangutan is a orangutan.
Baboon is a baboon.
Right, because they all look different.
John Brennan is John Brennan.
Correct.
Yes. Okay. So we've established that we may be wrong. Again, we don't know. We're not going to look it up. The only reference that we have this episode is the Gorilla Joke Book by Phil Hirsch. So whatever's in here, we're just going to take as gospel, Yuki. Unfortunately.
Okay.
Okay. So the next joke: what did the gorilla do with the apple he was holding in his hands? What did the gorilla do with the apple he was holding in his hands? And I'll play some Jeopardy music as you think about what it could be.
He's gonna eat.
This is hard.
I don't want the apple. I want the banana.
That's good. See that you're on the right track for like it's not. Maybe we could find some wordplay within what you just said, but that's a better answer than this. He said he brought it to school and said an apple for the teacher. Ape as in ape.
Oh, ape.
Apple.
Apple. Okay.
Oh, Yuki. Maybe this was a mistake. All right, so here's the next one. Which song title makes an ape heartsick? I don't even know what song he might be referencing. Gorilla My Dreams.
Never heard.
Gorilla My Dreams? Oh God, here we go, Yuki.
Yeah.
No, see, he's referencing stuff that we don't even know, Yuki.
Oh.
All right, he's got a list of let's see. Let me keep going. Let me find a good one. Let's see if there's actually a good one in here. Which television star does Mighty Joe Young hate with a passion?
Mighty Joe Young.
No, I don't even know what the fuck this means. Magilla Gorilla, he stole his act. Who's Magilla Gorilla?
What's that?
I don't know. Yuki. Okay, let's try this one. This is why do primates do so well in show business? Why do primates do so well in show business?
Primate?
Yeah, a gorilla. Well, I would say, why do gorillas do so good in show business? And again, a lot of these punchlines have monkeys. It's about monkeys.
Well, because they made the Planet of the Apes.
I'm gonna print a fucking reprint of this book and with all the same jokes and just put your answers in. So why do apes do so well in show business? You look down because they made the Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, that's a big hit, right?
That's the actual answer, Yuki. You guessed it.
Oh, really?
No, I'm just
Oh,
fucking with you.
okay.
The answer here is put any ape in the spotlight and monkey shines.
Monkey Shine.
You ever see that horror movie?
Yeah, there was a movie called, yeah.
So here's a weird thing. Back in the day, I used to go on like rabbit holes in the internet, right? And I would just go on weird tangents and find crazy ass shit. I don't even know how I found half this shit.
Right.
And one day through YouTube, I was recommended a video of this girl called Writing Hannah. Writing Hannah was her name. And she was doing she was like a YouTube personality, I guess, in the early days, and was doing all sorts of like songs and things like that. And one of the videos was about how she grew up with a monkey as her brother. And that monkey was a stage monkey who starred in Monkey Shines, the horror movie. You ever see that movie?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I kind of liked it.
George Romero.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that poster. It's like the monkey is like fucking with the and I kind of liked it too. I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah.
It was better than Shakma.
Shakma.
Shakma was another one with like a baboon going crazy.
I never seen that one then.
Oh, all right. But yeah, Monkey Shines is really good.
Yeah, because one, it's a George Romero, and then it's not the zombie movie. You know, it's pretty good from George Romero, not
Right.
being a zombie movie. So yeah.
Well, you got George Romero did a few other things besides the zombie movies. You got Martin. You ever see Martin, the vampire movie he did in the 70s?
No, I never see.
Very fucking good. That's actually, in fact, I think that might be a little bit better than Monkey Shines. It's really cool. It's like a low budget vampire movie that I won't spoil anything, but the premise is like this kid he's a vampire, or he wants to be a vampire, or he thinks he's a vampire, and you don't know if he is or he isn't. And it sort of like goes through the steps of how this boy he's like drinking blood from different people and stuff. It's very good. It's very good. He lives with his uncle who starts to, or his grandfather, something, who starts to suspect that he's a vampire. It's really cool. Martin, check out Martin if you haven't seen it.
Okay.
But okay, so to finish the thread with this Monkey Shines, so that same woman who used to talk about she grew up, her parents basically took care of the monkey that started Monkey Shines and basically treated it as one of their siblings. She grew up and she was one of the writers on the Obi-Wan Kenobi show. So weird. And the only reason I knew that was because I was looking at the IMDb of the fucking Obi-Wan show. And I'm like, who are the fuckers who wrote this fucking piece of shit? And I saw her name, Hannah Friedman, I think it was. And no offense, maybe she's a great writer. Maybe they gave her directions on what to say and do in the fucking Obi-Wan show. And I know a lot of people like the Obi-Wan show, but she was a writer on a few of the episodes. And I was like, how the fuck did she go from being a girl on the internet who talks about her monkey brother to writing the goddamn Star Wars show?
Gee.
Amazing. And hopefully, well, look, all right, there was a few moments in the Obi-Wan show that I liked, but overall, the premise of the show fucking sucked. The idea that Obi-Wan left Darth Vader alive and started crying because he said, you didn't kill me, Obi-Wan, I killed myself and became Darth Vader. And then Obi-Wan starts going, you are my brother, and cries and leaves him alive. Obi-Wan's a piece of shit. He could have fucking ended all of the destruction and death in the galaxy by chopping Darth Vader's fucking head off. And if he was a true Jedi and a true man, he would have done that. But they fucking ruined Obi-Wan's character for all time. Sorry.
Well, but he fucked up, and then plus he knew everything, and then past the movie he didn't know anything, and then he didn't even, right? I mean,
first movie, it's almost like a different character. It's not even close to the same. And I don't know, man. Just fuck that show because of maybe it wasn't the journey, right? Some of the journey I enjoyed. I enjoyed some of the lightsaber battles, even the idea that the fucking the ninth sister or whatever the hell she was, her struggles to become good or whatever it might be, do the right thing. Some of that was cool, but the idea that fucking Obi-Wan let Darth Vader live to have 10 more years of nightmares in the galaxy for all the citizens is fucking garbage.
I think every time they do like three trilogies, first of all, too long to complete. So the more they make a movie, the Obi-Wan's character kind of shifted, becoming far from the original character, and then kind of change it to convenient to do the new story, I think, right? I mean,
Of course.
bullshit.
It could have been a simple story about, yeah, he's got to go and fucking rescue Leia, comes back, everything's the same at the end, like literally all the same. He didn't have to meet Darth Vader, and actually they could have made it a thing where Obi-Wan was afraid to get caught, so he could have put on like a Boba Fett outfit or something like that where his face was covered. So Darth Vader fights this other masked motherfucker, and he's like, "Who is this guy? This is a Jedi. I know it. I can feel this presence, but I don't know who it is." It didn't have to be Obi-Wan unmasked, fucking sitting there crying and letting him live. All right, let's get back to these jokes before
Okay.
before we keep flipping out about fucking Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Fuck that shit. All right, here we go.
Disney fucked it up, so
Disney fucked it up so bad. It's not even funny. Okay, Yuki, here's a fucking Planet of the Apes joke.
okay.
Okay, if Dr. Zaius married Zera in Planet of the Apes, what would their baby's first words be?
Oh, so the Zeus, Dr. Zeus is orangutan, right?
Yeah,
And then Doctor what?
Zera was the other one.
Zera is she's a chimp. So orangutan and then chimp. Ah,
You're not gonna like the answer to this one.
yeah. What the baby says?
Gaga.
What do you mean, Gaga?
That's the fucking answer here, Yuki. That's not even a joke. That's what an actual baby says. What does that have to do with the Planet of the Apes?
Is it making fun of the Lady Gaga?
Yuki, this was 1976. Unless goddamn Phil, what's his name? Phil Hirsch did a time machine thing and was like, "Hey, let me fuck these people's brains with a Lady Gaga reference."
So what the heck is Gaga?
Well, you know how like little babies and when you mimic what they say, it's like goo goo gaga gaga goo goo gaga. That's like kind of how like it's like the mimicry of a baby speak. But I don't know what that has to do with the Planet of the Apes.
Well, what got to do with Zeus and then Doctor
You know
Zira?
what would have been a good answer? Get away from me, you! Get your stinking paws off me, you damn dirty ape!
or I mean, that could be like a mama, like a movie.
Mama, yeah, sure. Even that. I mean, Gaga. Is that a pun? Is that a play on words, or is it just a fucking Sorry, Phil. I'm sorry, Phil. No offense, but we're not tearing your book apart. We just wish that some of the answers were different. Here we go. Which rock group do gorillas go ape over? Which rock group?
Monkeys.
You got it. You answered it correctly. The monkeys. We got one. Now that one I like. Here, let's skip ahead a little bit. Why do Oh no. Let me just read this what no, I'm not gonna read that one. It's semi-racist. Phil's getting into the racism, Yuki. Okay.
The gorilla is the race, so
They are? I thought they were a species.
Okay, well, species. Okay.
What's hairy and flies through the air?
What's hairy right through there?
You'd never get this.
Bat.
Well, that's the practical answer, Yuki. Bats do have hair on them. But this is the answer here is Jonathan Livingston gorilla.
Oh, bullshit. That the Jonas, that's a seagull.
I know.
Why seagull is a gorilla now?
Because it's hairy and it flies through the air, Yuki. I mean, wow. I don't know, Yuki. We could be joke writers, I think. If this was published, I think we could be. I don't want to disparage Phil Hirsch, because maybe kids love this shit.
But why the seagull, Jonathan Livingston? Because it's called the Jonathan Livingston seagull, so now it's Jonathan Livingston gorilla.
I just had an idea for another book. Jonathan Livingston Steven Seagal.
Ah.
And fucking Steven Seagal is just fighting killer seagulls.
And then he's kind of hairy guy, right?
Yeah. And then the sequel could be Jonathan Livingston Gorilla, and he has to fight gorillas. And he's a seagull fighter. He's Steven Seagal, but his code name as a spy is Jonathan Livingston.
Ah.
Yuki. We just came up with the next movie. I wonder if because I remember reading Jonathan Livingston Seagull. You do too, right?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
It's a good book. It's nice for children. It gives them a good lesson about never give up or whatever.
And then that book became a bestseller, and the movie was here.
Oh, I didn't even know they made a movie. They made a movie?
They made the movie.
Was it a live action?
It's like a documentary, it's a bunch of seagulls we're looking at it. And then, using some narration. And
When was what from the 70s?
I think 70s, late 70s.
Interesting. I would watch that. That's cool. And it was a hit.
Yeah, at least in Japan, it was big hit.
Wow.
Seagull movie. No, it was documentary, then big hit.
Well, we're going to come up with the sequel, Yuki. Jonathan Livingston Steven Seagal.
Okay.
And he's going to be like, anybody seen Bobby Lupo? You seen Bobby Lupo? Who's seen Bobby Lupo? And then he fucking beats the fuck out of seagulls with a cue ball. You remember that scene in Out for Justice? It's like the best scene he ever did.
Oh, the very early his movie.
Yeah, it was like maybe it was in the 80s still. And it was in his third or fourth big hit in a row, Out for Justice. And there's a scene, Out for Justice. Yes. And he's going through the town and he's looking for Bobby Lupo because he needs to fucking question Bobby Lupo. And he's at a pool hall, and then people are like, fuck you, man, get the fuck out of here, you cop. And then he basically fights all the guys in the thing. He puts a cue ball inside of a towel and starts knocking guys in the face with it. Do you remember that scene?
No, I don't remember that.
Oh, you should look it up on YouTube. You don't have to watch the whole movie. The whole movie's actually not bad. It's one of his better movies. But that scene in particular is like the best scene he ever did. It's fucking awesome. He's just a badass guy. And he keeps saying that, Bobby Lupo. Anybody see Bobby Lupo? And he fucking cracks the guy in the face with the cue ball.
At least he was making a real movie around that time. Like the last 5-10 years, he's making a bunch of like a directory to DVD movie.
Yeah,
right?
it's not nothing. It's sad because I really thought he had some good stuff, and then all of a sudden it's like he got so famous that then he started doing his vanity projects, like the one where he's an Eskimo fighting against the oil companies
On Deadly Ground.
on deadly ground, and then Fire Down Below. He's like what?
On Deadly Ground, he even directed that movie.
Oh, really? I didn't realize that. I thought he just wrote it, but there's a famous story somebody told me about how Steven Seagal was somewhere and he was sitting reading a script and crying. And somebody's like, "Hey, what's wrong, Steven?" And he's like, "I just read the most beautiful script I've ever read." And they're like, "Oh yeah, really? Who wrote it?" And he goes, "I did."
Oh, God.
He's sitting there reading his own script, crying. Well, Fire Down Below is the other one where he's like plays like the blues or the folk guy. He plays singing guitar and shit. Actually, you know what? Steven Seagal isn't that bad of a guitar player. There's clips of him online playing blues guitar. He's pretty good. Yeah, he's not bad. People talk shit, but he's pretty good.
I liked the Under Siege.
Yeah, Under Siege was really good. Hard to Kill was really good. The one where he fought the Jamaicans was really good. I forgot the name of that one. Marked for Death. That one was good. And Hard to Kill. Not Hard to Kill. What's the first one?
Out of Justice?
No, Alpha Justice is one, and then the very, very first one is shit. I don't know why I'm spacing. I think Sharon Stone is his wife in it. Whatever. We'll look it up, but it's the first one that he did. Not hard to.
We should do Steven Seagal movie.
Yeah, we should. You know what? I really want to do Steven Seagal movies, and I really want to do Jean-Claude Van Damme. Maybe we'll do Steven Seagal versus Jean-Claude Van Damme. That way, we can have the fight and see who's the best.
Or if we do Seagal and then Van Damme, then we have to add Chuck Norris.
Steven Seagal versus Van Damme versus Chuck Norris. Well, it'll be a three-way fight. Great. I'm into it. That's perfect. All right, Yuki, let's do a few more of these jokes and then we'll bounce out of here.
Okay.
How do you make a gorilla float? This one is the best one so far. How do you make a gorilla float?
You blow the.
Yuki, you can't put bestiality in a children's joke book. You're talking about you want to blow gorillas, Yuki. You do that on another fucking podcast.
No, it's nothing sexual about it's like a airman. You blow the gorilla.
Oh, like an inflatable gorilla.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking some Howard the Duck shit where, Leah Thompson slept with Howard the Duck. I thought you were talking about that kind of shit, Yuki. I thought you were
No.
Howard the Duck. All right, no, the answer, that's a good answer though. That's actually a good answer without the sexuality, if we get into like inflatable gorillas, there's something there we could find. But the actual answer is 2 scoops of ice cream, some club soda, and a very tasty gorilla.
I don't get it. What do you mean tasty gorilla?
You never heard of like a ice cream float where you take the soda and you put a scoop of ice cream in it?
Yeah.
Well, they said, how do you make a gorilla float? So like the fucking ice cream float.
See, sometimes he just put in the gorilla. Just like Jonathan Livingstone gorilla thing. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. He just put in everything with gorilla.
I will say this for this guy. Look, I'll say this. It's 128 pages. Okay, this book. And there are some nice illustrations in here. I mean, like, the guy actually did a good job, and whoever put this out, whatever let's see who published this. Tempo Books. Yeah, Tempo Books. So, hey, maybe we'll get sued because we just read this copywritten material, these amazing copywritten ape jokes. Let's do just 1 or 2 more.
Okay.
Yuki, do apes kiss? Because we're gonna follow up your sexual. Do apes kiss?
Apes kiss?
Do apes blow? Do apes blow?
Yeah, they do.
This says yes, but never on the first date.
Why? Why not the first date?
Because of Jonathan Livingston gorilla, Yuki. That's the answer to every fucking question that you have. Any questions moving forward, I'm going to just say Jonathan Livingston gorilla, Yuki. Which means there's no fucking answer. That's the answer is there is no answer. So technically, we answered our own question with Jonathan Livingston fucking gorilla. All right, let's see if I can find one more good one. Let's see if there's a good illustration. Um, oh, I like this one. I like this one, and I only like it because you won't guess it, but I kind of like it because I love the illustration. It's a gorilla smashing the city to bits like King Kong or Godzilla or something, and it says "smash" above his head, and he's smashing a city. Oh, the Statue of Liberty is literally in the rubble, so he's going nuts and smashing. How did the gorilla celebrate New Year's Eve? How did the gorilla celebrate New Year's Eve?
The climb up to the Empire State Building.
I like that answer too. You're very good, Yuki, and I think that your answers maybe would be better. But this one I like a lot. By painting the town dead.
Instead of painting a town red.
Yes. So I like that because that's a good title too, Yuki. We should fucking do a movie called Painting the Town Dead.
Oh my God, that would be the people can tell it's like a violence movie. Lots of
immediately, right off the bat, you know there's going to be a lot of killing, and then maybe we could even have a scene with a fucking gorilla who fucking kills people.
That could be a good zombie movie then, huh?
Paint the town dead. Yeah, Yuki, I think we got a lot of good ideas. We've got Jonathan Livingston, Steven Seagal, painting the town dead. We've got your your many ideas about how to fix the jokes in this book. Oh, all right. Let's leave off on. I keep saying we'll do one or two more, but let's leave off on one more, Yuki. We'll do the very last joke in the entire book. Okay.
Uh-huh.
This is the very last joke on 128, page 128. What did former Tarzans Lex Baker, Johnny Weissmuller, and Buster Crabbe say about their film careers? Okay, so he's listing people who have played Tarzan. What did former Tarzan actors all say about their former film careers?
Film career?
Yeah.
The okay, they are all TV stars, so they have no movie career.
Again, that should be the answer, but it actually is. Their answer would be, it was real fun, but instead of REAL, it's REEL.
Oh.
As in a movie reel, Yuki.
Oh, I see.
You ever hear that other joke where it's like, why didn't Tarzan want to play cards with his monkey? Because he was Cheetah? Because that was his name, Cheetah.
Oh, then okay, I give it. Do you remember Tiger Woods when he had an affair with the other girl and then that?
Who could forget? I masturbated to that news story constantly.
Right, then that time he changed his name.
To what?
Cheetah Woods.
I thought you were going to say Tiger Gorilla. In this book, why did Tiger Woods change his name during the sex scandal? What did he change his name during the Tiger Gorilla?
Hey.
Which would never make any fucking sense. No, but okay, Cheetah, right? That was the name of Tarzan's sidekick, right? The monkey or the chimp or whatever it was.
Cheetah, yeah.
So there you go. Fucking, he was a cheetah.
Cheetah, yeah.
All right, any final thoughts on the gorilla joke book, Yuki?
Okay, people that see the gorilla movie, the gorilla in the mist, the kind of semi-documentary, dramatic movie with Sigourney Weaver, and then that was, based on true story, kind of good.
I really liked that one, very much, and I thought that was like Sigourney Weaver was great in it. The effects, because those are people, not gorillas. I mean, some of it's real gorillas or whatever, but a lot of it is men in suits, and those are some of the best suits ever put on film.
Looked better, and they look better than Planet of the Apes.
Absolutely. And I'll recommend a gorilla movie. Now, I don't know how much a gorilla is in this movie, but I actually just bought this movie for $1.99 from Mr. Cheapo's on DVD. It's called Bela Lugosi Meets a Brooklyn Gorilla. It's
What's
true.
that?
So, so Bela Lugosi, after he had his heights in his career, he did a lot of low budget movies, and there was this team, Sammy Petrillo and this other guy, who were doing fake Jerry Lewis act. They basically were imitating Jerry Lewis, and they got into a lot of nightclubs, and they finally got a movie. And they did this movie, and they hired Bela Lugosi as the antagonist, and it's Bela Lugosi meets a Brooklyn Gorilla, and it's a couple of fucking guys doing a Jerry Lewis and Dean Martin impersonation, and they're running around going, whoa, and then Bela Lugosi is a mad scientist, and then I guess there's a gorilla. So those are our two suggestions: Gorilla in the Mist and Bela Lugosi meets a Brooklyn Gorilla.
Michael Crichton, The Congo.
Oh yeah, I remember Krongo. I was gonna say
Congo. I didn't like the movie, and then that Congo, the monkey, the gorilla looks so fake.
Yeah, supposedly a lot of people said the book's really good. I might want to check that out at some point. But yeah, I like Congo. It was fine. It was like whatever. It's sort of like a cult classic at this point.
Right, and then towards the end, when the other species gorilla shows up, and then kind of screwed up sci-fi movie. So I like the book better than the movie.
All right, and you're gonna love the Gorilla Joke Book movie better than the book, I'm sure, when they make this fucking thing into a movie. All right, everybody, thank you for joining us on the buffet. We just want to say thank you to all of our beautiful listeners, patrons, subscribers, people who give us 5 stars, even if you give us 4 or 3 stars. Who gives a fuck? Thank you so much for being a part of this.
I just want to say the very original first one, The Planet of the Apes, 1968, with Charlton Heston. That's the best one.
Of course, that's the best one. That's the fucking greatest movie about primates ever made. Even the fucking
and then the screenplay written by Rod Serling.
That's right, Mr. Serling. And maybe we can make a Twilight Zone out of this fucking Gorilla Joke Book.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Yuki. You know what? That would be interesting. Is if you. Okay, here's the premise: is that you are like a joke writer, and then you somehow go forward in time, and you find the Gorilla Joke Book, and you take it back, and you write the Gorilla Joke Book, and then you make a shitload of money, but then bad things obviously start happening to you, like in the Twilight Zone. Gorillas start to chase you. Real gorillas. Because the real gorillas don't like the jokes that you made about them, so they start fucking following you through the streets of Manhattan.
But maybe the gorilla don't understand,
No, when you come back from the future, they do, because you stole yeah.
The Planet of the Apes, they will speak.
Exactly. We could do a combination, and it's Yuki Escape from the Gorilla Joke Book, Planet of the Apes. All right, everybody, look up Yuki all over the place. Yuki Nakamura, yukinorinakamura at AOL.com. You can get you can just email him, or you could also get a set. He can make you a gorilla set. It's
set, yeah.
Exactly. All right, so we'll see you next time at the
Patreon buffet.
Gorilla Joke Book Buffet.
Gorilla Joke Book Buffet, yes.
Yuki and John's Patreon buffet.